Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Carney. Got enough for the 1st. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some...
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Toss sweep right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's good. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's take a look at it.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Huskers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Looking for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fakes the grab on the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. They'll try to get the first through the air.
Got him in the flat.
A little release to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Carney. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Here's a heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Leaves it with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to it. Runs through a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. All the way back to the 15. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connors. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Gonna look downfield again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wolverines are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws for the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his line. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fighting off the defender. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense
turning it on. Spin, still running. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Pulls and fires complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to lead.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
This is an area of the field now you just cannot afford negative plays. Whether you're going to throw it or you're going to...
Touchdown, Michigan!
I want to point something out. How does he glitch into that block, dude, if this game's not rigged? Look at this shit. I got a clear path. And he... Oh. Like, look at that. And then look at the outcome. Like, he's done. Oh, no.
On top, here in the 4th.
Whatever.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Stupid ass.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Punts it out of the air. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. The quarterback takes a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big one.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum.
Should I lose another one here? See how much I get. Butt thudded. Ridiculous. 24 points they scored. And I was trying to chew the clock. It's just not going to do. Not a single thing worth the call. They just turned it into the greatest team in the world. And
the pageantry of college football on full display tonight as we've got drones with a red and white light show to get the black shirt faithful ready to go. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So USC's offense will go to work first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can they keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Now the pitch.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Give to the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quick strike complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. takes the easy completion. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Trojans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3 from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Nice move, create some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He leaves it with his back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do it. Hard to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got 69 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Hand off from the shotgun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.